He turned up the volume on his phone, pretending not to hear it. But the crying didn't stop. It was distant yet close, muffled yet distinct, as if trapped within the very walls of his home. "Boss imagination, hey," he muttered to himself. He had moved in just a week ago, escaping the chaos of Mumbai for a quieter life in this old building. It was cheap, too cheap for a flat this big. Maybe that should have been a warning. The night stretched on, but the crying didn't. It stopped at exactly 3:12 a.m. every night. Not a second before, not a second after. He noted the time, uneasy. The next night, he stayed awake, waiting. Again, 3:12 a.m. The crying ceased like a switch had been flipped. He decided to ask the landlord. "Arre? आप भी? सब लोग यही कहते हैं?" The old man laughed nervously. "पर बेटा, कोई बचा नहीं है यहाँ. कोई नहीं रहता पिछले 10 साल से." Amit felt a chill. "पहले कौन रहता था?" The landlord's smile faded. "छोड़ो ना. आप बस सोचिए मत. कभी-कभी पुरानी बिल्डिंग्स में अजीब आवाजें आती हैं." That night, Amit pressed his ear to the wall. The crying started. Soft, sorrowful. His heart pounded. It wasn't coming from another apartment. It was inside the walls. Something shifted. A faint scratching sound. Was something moving inside? Amit stepped back. His breath quickened. Then a soft knock. From inside the wall, 3 slow taps. He bolted. Spent the night at a friend's place. The next morning, curiosity got the better of him. He returned with tools, determined to uncover the source. He found the spot where the crying was loudest and hesitated before driving the hammer into the wall. Dust and chunks of plaster rained down. The crying stopped. Silence, thick and unnatural. Then a gust of cold air rushed past him, carrying the faint scent of something rotten. Inside the hole, something gleamed. A tiny, yellowed piece of cloth, a child's blanket, and then fingers, small, withered, pressed against the inside of the wall as if someone was waiting to be freed. Amit stumbled back, his stomach turning. He called the police. They arrived, broke open the wall completely. What they found made everyone in the building shudder. A tiny skeleton curled up, buried within the walls. The forensic team estimated it had been there for over a decade. No records of missing children matched the discovery. No one knew who the child was or how it got there. That night, the crying stopped. But Amit couldn't sleep. He kept seeing those tiny fingers. The way they pressed against the wall as if trying to reach out. Then, at 3:12 a.m., his phone buzzed. A notification, a video file. No sender, no number. He hesitated before opening it. It was dark, grainy footage. The camera shook slightly as if held by unsteady hands, and then a whispering voice. "Let me out." A child's voice. The screen flickered. The camera panned slowly to a wall, his wall, the very spot where the body had been found. A shadow moved, small, twisted, crawling. Then the screen went black. Amit threw his phone across the room. His hands trembled. His breath came in short, panicked gasps. And then, softly, ever so softly, he heard it again. A baby crying. Inside the walls. Closer this time. Dark screen. The crying fades into whispers. Then silence.